2, 1, and we are live, everybody. I hope I'm live at the right page. Think so. You know, I can see that too. You know.
Oh.
Looking into the camera. What is up, everybody? Just gonna open up here so I can see the lovely comments from all you all. So we both can see it. Oh, turn off the sound. All right. Who are all watching? Let us know in the comment section and where you're watching this from. So, yeah.
Welcome to join us today. Welcome.
First day at 6 p.m. local time for us is always dude and dudette. I wonder why I can't see the comments here.
What do you mean?
See, I can see it there. We got David here.
You know why? Because this comes like a few seconds later.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, we just watched it on the phone then. From South Texas. Nice. I bet it's pretty hot there right now.
Oh, is this hot place?
South Texas. Yeah, it's like very close.
I've never been there.
Neither have I, but it's very close to Mexico.
Oh, so it's hot in Mexico.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever heard of many Mexican professional skiers?
That's so true.
Right? See?
True.
So funny. So I hope you guys are doing awesome wherever you're at, watching from, and as you're joining us here, just post right where you're from. Just had dinner as usual. This time, usually it's like before these lives, it's like super, record heat this entire month. Okay.
What is record heat?
That means it's like a record high heat.
Oh, there's like extremely hotter. They're making worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. It must be like in the 40s Celsius. Like
over 100 for 2 weeks.
Over 100 for 2 weeks. Yeah. And
how are you doing?
That's right.
How are you surviving, David? Are you okay? Are you fine?
I gotta guess AC. You know, the US is set up for these types of things. It's just here that we're kind of, when it gets like 30 here, which is equivalent to maybe 90 Fahrenheit, something like that, it's very, very hot because we have literally nowhere to escape because we don't have any air conditioning. So, but now here it's like fall. We really have this fall feeling. We have I don't know if you can see it. But
no, you've turned it.
Okay, we got a fall background there on the TV. Can't really see it much though. We drink lots of water. Well, that's good. I like doing that too. Water. So good. So yeah, so before these lives, it's always like, because we kind of end our work days at 5 o'clock and then we have an hour to get like dinner ready and eat before these lives. So a lot of times it's kind of a lot of scrapping around. But this time, I put this stew together with mousse and potatoes, carrots, and all kinds of good stuff, and just put it in the oven for 3 hours. It was done at 5.
Yeah,
that was so good. Just to retain that peace. Like I value peace a lot.
Yes, you do.
Do I? You've noticed? Oh, interesting. How have you noticed that?
You plan. A, you plan. B, you leave before, like that. You want to be in places a few minutes before. Yeah. I'm like, oh shoot, I need to be there in 2 minutes.
But the factory is 114 degrees every day, man. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You got to drink lots of water, man, to survive that. Dinner, stuff face. You know, well, today it was really, just like, today it was literally just very, very relaxing and peaceful. Just that dinner was done, could enjoy it, and have some time with just had some time on the couch just to connect, just to sit and like.
Yeah, we call it ruokalepo in Finland.
You do? What is this? Ruokalepo.
Food rest.
Food rest, yes.
You go for food rest.
Right. And as a married couple, it's really important to have connection points throughout the day. I mean, we work from home, so we are fortunate that we can do that. We don't have to like text each other or anything like that, but just, just get some physical contact.
I do text you during the day.
It's true. It's true, you do.
We like
death by message. What does that even mean? That's so funny. Yeah. I hope I'm like not missing comments here or anything, but yeah, I'm gonna play around with this a little bit to see. But yeah, keep telling about this.
Yeah, does anybody else do that? Like when you're at home in different rooms, do you text the other people or your spouse? I do that.
What?
You do that too. It's really fun.
Do I?
Yeah.
What do I do? Like what do I text? What do you text?
You send me stuff, links,
that's
or
true.
pictures.
It's true.
I tag you or I send you Instagram memes.
Yeah, that's a lot of, but you haven't done that as much recently.
No, because I'm not that much on Instagram.
Oh. Are you happy about that?
I'm proud. Well, I do spend time in Instagram. Okay, to be honest. I do spend time in Instagram, but it's more like work related Instagram.
Oh, okay, gotcha. That is okay.
Yeah, but I'm not scrolling memes.
Oh.
I'm answering messages and connecting with people.
Monosodium glute MSG. You know what? We try and stay away from that stuff, actually. It's
What's that?
Monosodium glutamate. It's like
But death by MSG, what does that mean then?
I guess eating a lot of MSG. It's like they put that a lot in like Chinese food in like Western countries. They don't really do that in China. Maybe they do somewhere, but especially in Western. It's like it's not very good for you. It makes you very thirsty. Also, but it's like
I know that
it's not very healthy though. So thank you.
Yeah, I know that. Sometimes, it's that kind of a thirst that you drink and you don't get satisfied.
Right.
After eating Chinese food.
Yeah, exactly.
I look like this after Chinese food.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it hurts my body because,
Unless we're eating it at home. So I love cooking Chinese.
He doesn't use that.
No, I don't use that. Oh, we got hello from Norge of Fredrikstad. Fredrikstad in Norge, that's Norway. Exactly, Chinese buffet, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fredrikstad, where is that in Norway? I've never been there. I've been to Norway a lot. Spent more than a year of my life there in total. It's like probably a year and a half if I would add it all up. So, beautiful country. Miss Norway.
Yeah, me too.
You too.
Yeah.
I think Finland is about to close its borders now, so. But we have hope. Our hope is not in that certain things, circumstances need to be a certain way. Our hope is in Jesus. And a lot of good stuff is happening.
Yeah. Amen.
Amen. So let us know as you are joining us here on our live for this next hour. We had a good week. I had my birthday the day before yesterday. Was very, very spoiled by Heta. It was lovely. Get presents, like gifts on the bed. And I am not like a gifts person, but I do really like it. Like I do like getting gifts if they're good. Like if I'm actually going to use them. I don't think I like gifts just for the sake of it. Like someone like you would. Anything. You're like, oh, thank you. You just got like, you just go nuts. So
maybe.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Like if I come home with just a little, I don't know, some chocolate, just a little bit. Is that?
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's amazing. Yeah.
No.
Mental note. So if your wife or husband is a gifts person, then yeah, make sure to think about that. Yeah. Sørøst-Norge, ikke så langt fra Sverige fra her. Okay, so not, he just said in Norwegian that it's southeastern Norway. That's not so far from Sweden. But we are in Finland though, so we're not that close. But that's really cool, because of course I am from Sweden. Pop out of a cake gift, what would you think of that? Like me, I guess I'm presuming like me, I would pop out of a gift. Would you like that?
Like you would be the gift.
I guess that's what he meant. Was that what you meant, David?
Of course. That would be surprising. Where's my luxury handbag? This is not what I ordered.
But if I come out of the cake holding a luxury handbag, would that be good?
Accept it.
Yeah. Know how to remember your wife's birthday? Yeah. It's August 6th. No, but I actually don't. I'm assuming you are talking about a certain method here. So no,
do you have a method?
Don't.
Yeah, what's that method?
What's the method? Of course, your birthday was exactly 2 weeks ago. Mine was on Tuesday. Anyway, it was a super good day. Like a really, got really spoiled. Came up here. We had some like rose petals, really nice decorated breakfast table. You made wonderful pancakes, gluten-free and dairy-free,
sugar-free.
Yeah, we're not like gluten or dairy-free. Not yet. Not right now, but we're experimenting with more of that. And it's because it's really healthy. I feel good when I don't eat that type of food. It's actually really good. Like really, really good the way she makes them.
Oh, thanks.
So yeah, it was a wonderful day. Very peaceful. We just chilled. You really spoiled me. Went out for coffee. Had some cake out, and just a really chill day.
Yeah,
ordered any food.
Oops, sorry.
No. What were you saying?
We were also like soaking with God and His presence, like. Because we were so peaceful and like we had our phones, yeah, but we were kind of like not doing that. So when you are not in rush, God oftentimes speaks.
Yes.
So it was really interesting. It was really nice to have that His presence.
Oh, thanks. Cake, ice cream, pizza. Actually, we did eat pizza. Whoops. We're supposed to say that. We had pizza for dinner.
We had gluten-free pancakes for
gluten-free pancakes
and
some
pizza for dinner.
Pizza for dinner, and watched Karate Kid, classic movie from 1984. So good. It was perfect birthday for me. Watching an 80s movie. Those are my favorite movies. Does anybody else like 80s movies? Please let us know in the comment section. You'll get huge plus points from me at least. You were talking about when you just remove, if you want God to speak in your life, like He is always speaking. There's just the issue is that we're not always listening. So it's never like on His end of the equation. So if you want God to speak or hear what He's saying, then try and just remove the distractions and just, let everything just kind of slow down. So that you can actually think and like hear and remove the clutter, and then see what happens. So peaceful, just falling asleep. You were in your 20s in the 80s, man.
Cool.
I kind of like envy those people because it's like you got to experience the 80s as like a. Like a 20-year-old, like it was so much fun somehow in the 80s. There was a lot of like somehow really innocent and a lot of fun. So I appreciate that. Not everything was good, of course, but I'm an 80s baby.
You like 80s?
I like the 80s.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a wonderful birthday. I really felt like I've been feeling kind of a lot of, what should I say, like some kind of inner stress. I'm just feeling a lot of like really kind of weighed down and like, oh,
Which
lack
I
of
think
purpose.
many are. This is a very challenging time, and many are facing the same kind of feelings.
Yeah, yeah, I think so. Really like a lack of purpose and feeling weighed down, even though I had a lot of good things going on in my life. And other things. Exactly, MTV ruled in the 80s, yeah, when it was actually MTV, you know, music. So I really, yeah, I was just feeling really like, oh, you know, when you're just like, no energy, no motivation to do anything, and my mind was like not thinking clearly. So
And
I really,
what happened?
I just really I prayed before my birthday. It's like, well, like I just all I wanted was just like to get, just you know, for God to speak, like to hear Him. And I didn't like during my birthday. I didn't have like a specific, like, clear word. Like I do hear God speak, like certain things, like I did yesterday. It's not that I don't hear Him specifically saying things, but it was more that I just felt like somehow relieved. Like a lot of things was just lifted off my shoulders and felt excited. Starting to feel like excitement about things. Like, and it's not like I'm doing necessarily much different things, but like it's like my lens has been changed. So
Oh wow! Like I was today in they checked my site.
yeah, we went
And
to
we-
an eye
when-
store, whatever you call that.
when
Shopping
you-
for new eyes.
When you are there and they are checking, you wear these things and they change the lenses. Like, and they changed your lenses. He changed your lenses.
Yeah, because the reality is if we are feeling anything else but hope, love, you know, compassion, peace, all those good things, then we are not living in reality, in the right reality. Like depression, like all those things, they feel really real, but they're just based on lies. You know, the biggest reality is God's reality. That's the biggest reality. And we can be in the same place, and just depending on what we're aware of, it will feel different. Like some people can be so, and we've all been there. You know, you can be depressed for seemingly no reason. So that was really good. Like I've just kind of also been taking things like a step at a time. Like I feel like I was trying to do maybe too many things, feeling overwhelmed, and then feeling guilty about not doing certain things. That's really bad. So I just decided like that. I'm not going to feel guilty about not doing certain things. I'm just not going to do it right now. And then step by step add it in instead of like, you know, it's like if you're gonna like, oh yeah, I'm gonna start working out, and let's say you haven't worked out for like a year or something, and then you just start by doing it like 6 days a week, it's just gonna be way too much. You're just gonna be burned out, and you're gonna just like want to stop. So I'm gonna try that, and I think it's gonna work. Just like be more step by step, take it more step by step.
Yeah.
So
Can I interview you?
Okay, you want to interview me?
Yeah. What?
But you're so much more interesting.
No.
Okay.
What is something encouraging and life-giving that has happened to you yesterday?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Is this a leading question?
No.
Is this something like...
No, but I thought,
what's
okay,
the right
or this
answer?
week or this year.
Well, life-giving. Life-giving.
I thought you were so encouraged yesterday, so I thought if there was some
now I
gold
remember.
nuggets to share for us others.
Yeah. You know, I was so years and years ago, 2010 through 2013, I went to
Bible school?
ministry school in California called Bethel School of Supernatural Ministry, and it was an amazing time. I feel like I'm still riding that wave, and everything that I just learned about God and everything I experienced, saw so many miracles, and just being around people that are very kingdom minded. It's just like the best. And living with like
community. Christian community.
Yeah, and here,
that's
you know,
good for us all.
This is very good. And here we are, like in northern Finland. We're pretty. We have friends here, you know, but it's also pretty isolated. Like, yeah, you know, in the times, like I'm sure a lot of you feel like, and a lot of people can't. I was talking to a friend in Melbourne, Australia, and they can't even go out there. Like that's really like tough. Like they can't even see family.
So
we can at least do that. But but it was like, so anyway, last night they had a reunion just with all the Swedes that went to Bethel, you know, and some went before me and some went after, you know, a lot of people. We just had time to worship together over Zoom. It's like 40 people, and then people just shared testimonies of what God had been doing in their lives, and some amazing testimonies of like just miracles that God had done, and you know, how God had led people like when it comes to ministry and doors had opened up, things like that. And then we had just some time to split up into groups and pray and prophesy over each other, just give encouraging words from. It was so good. Like I had so much fun, and it's been a while since I've experienced that, like that kind of a life-giving, just community, just having fun, just, you know, sharing what God is doing. You know, I was so encouraged. I just felt so like, wow. It was so light, so wonderful. So it just taught me again, like, man, importance of community. So it's like, yeah, David's saying that he was isolated in Southern Oregon mountains for 2 years off the grid. Wow.
What's that?
Off the grid? That basically means that you do not have internet, TV, things like that.
Oh, why was he there?
Yeah, what were you doing there? Was that like a choice you made? I mean, I don't think necessarily being off the grid is bad sometimes. Like, it depends on what you want to do. Like, you know, there are some people that choose to not have Facebook, which could be totally a great thing. I mean, Facebook is great in many ways, but it can be, of course, a huge time sucker.
You can come over here.
Sure, come over here. Okay. No. I don't even know what you said no to. But yeah, it just taught me like just how important it is to have community, have people around you. Like, it's like, I heard someone say, you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. So it's so important how we just choose our friends, you know, and of course we as married, we impact each other so much. So it's really important who you choose to marry. Oh man, I'm so sorry you were hit by a divorce. That really sucks, man.
Oh yeah, that's hard.
Sorry to hear that. Yeah. So what about you? You were also, because I was like on the couch doing this Zoom call, you know, having a great time, laughing out loud, and just like so much glory. But you were also having some God time last night at the same time, but like at this table. I was in that little corner over there.
Yeah, I had my own party.
You had your own party.
Yeah, he was talking with his friends at the computer, and I wasn't necessarily part of the Swedish community. I don't know if I would have understood so much.
You understand some, but I get what you mean. Yeah.
So I was washing dishes and cleaning the kitchen and doing laundry, and I was wearing my noise cancelling.
Well, who knows whose it is anymore?
Yeah. And I had been watching a movie, but then I kind of started to feel like, guess I could listen to worship. Something in my heart started to crave for listening to worship, and I started to listen to this worship album, and whoa, God, I just suddenly started feeling God so strong, like comforting my heart, just like a big warm hug. And he started to like speak to me just as a big feeling. I don't know if you have experienced that. That's very, very, very lovely. Like when you feel unsure or lonely, and or one of the things is that you are unsatisfied sometimes. Even you have everything, you have nice, everything's going well with family and in life, and you basically could not ask for more, but like something in your heart still needs satisfaction, and that's only God can feel that feeling. And that was basically what he was doing for me, just comforting some kind of heartache for no reason. I don't know.
Just because he loves you.
Just because he loves me, yeah. And
Hey, what's up, Darren?
hi.
Good to see you. Much love to you, Darren. I remember first time I met Darren, he just came and gave me this big hug. He was like, "Hey, dude." It's like so fun. I remember that. It was years ago. Anyway, I'm really sorry to hear about everything with your marriage and everything you lost, David. So sorry to hear that. But it looks like you're back now, so that's awesome. That's awesome. Good to hear. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. So you bring up an interesting thing there when you were saying like basically you have everything, but what is, but still something is missing. What is everything? What does it mean to like to be like, when are we content as people, like with what we have? Because we can be, many people they're like, just if I get married then I'll be happy, for example. And
well, for example,
we're happily married.
Yeah, very, very, very happily married.
Extremely happily married. But is that enough?
No.
Sorry to breaking news. Sorry.
Yeah. My deepest needs are not met by you. You can't satisfy my heart desire, like the deepest desire that there is for love and acceptance, because only God can. Yeah.
Right.
What I mean, do you ask what I mean by having everything?
Yeah, like what, like when are we like content and satisfied in life? What does life look like? Hey, Jason. So good to see you, man. Welcome.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to have all the answers, but this is just an interesting topic.
Well, I think people usually, and if I think about myself, it feels like if I just get married, if I just have someone, if I just have a nice apartment, if I can have we have decorated our home exactly as we want, and maybe that could be something if I just had a nice house, but we have like my dream house. And well, I could not ask for more, really.
I could.
I mean, like, everything in life is
I know what you mean, though.
good, but still heart is like, I'm unsatisfied, and that's because of like I'm really thirsting for a deeper connection with God, and I think that's also has something to do with community. And maybe, I don't know, maybe some other people are also like living in towns where it's no necessarily so easy to find connection, or maybe you're already living in a big city but there just isn't like people you feel connected with, or these are difficult situations, like and plus the situation we're living in right now, maybe it's hard to feel that.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's also, I think, like a lot of we have friends here, but a lot of my friends live in different parts of the world. Some are in Sweden, naturally I'm from Sweden, so a lot of are from there. A lot of them from the U.S. because I used to live there for so many years. So, and other places too. So, but I think if you are feeling like money can't buy you love, right?
No, yeah.
There's a movie from the 80s called "Can't Buy Me Love." It's actually really good.
Oh, wow.
Can't buy me love. That's what I was thinking when I saw that. It's a Beatles song too, but it's a movie about this guy who wants to be popular, so he pays the most popular girl in school to become like to pretend to be his girlfriend for like a month or something, and pays her a lot of money. And then that's what's it's a funny movie. At least I think so. I don't know if I can recommend it anymore. So maybe it's a bit scandalous actually. So it was a long time I saw it, so.
You might have changed your opinion.
I might have changed my opinion, so please have some discernment there. Don't just listen to everything I say.
That has happened.
Yeah. Or happiness. A lot of rich people are still unhappy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the money.
No. It's
but so are many poor.
So many poor people. Yeah, they've showed that like when it comes to happiness, like money will help to a certain point, but it's actually doesn't take long. And once you have like basically what you need and clothes, food, things like that, maybe a few other things after that, it doesn't really improve your happiness. But that being said, I think a lot of good can be done if you have a lot of money. There's nothing bad just about having a lot of money. The love of money, the Bible talks about the love of money being that's bad. But it's great if people that are, generous and who wants to support good things like that. If they're millionaires, that's a good thing because then they can do a lot of good.
Oh yeah, it's totally not a bad thing to be a rich person.
But yeah, exactly. Living in isolation teaches is really important, and I really started feel that more. And yeah, if there's a lack of purpose, if there's something that means
lack of purpose. Oh, what golden words.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I think our happiness is hidden in those two words.
Lack of purpose, or in purpose.
Huh?
Happiness is
hidden
in which words?
Those two words.
Which two words?
Lack of purpose.
Oh. Yeah.
Was it hard to? Did I say something wrong?
No. I just I didn't understand it at first. Yeah, our happiness. Tell me more. What you mean?
Well, if we're searching how to become happy, and okay, money doesn't make us happy. Oh, well, what does make us happy? Purpose makes us happy. Having a purpose.
Having something that we wake up every day.
Because necessarily
and feel excited.
Necessarily believing in Jesus doesn't automatically I don't say that Christians are less depressed than non-Christians.
Oh, really? Why do you think so?
Because it doesn't automatically work like that. You can, and many do, get set free from depression. Thank you, Jesus. They get healed.
Absolutely.
Physically. But I also know that it doesn't need to be a very much diagnosed really bad depression, but many struggle with anxious feelings. And I think behind that is we are not passionate. We are not following where God is calling us. Yeah. He has a purpose. If we're just chilling at home, not really attending Sunday church, maybe even not, but just that in our hearts believing in Jesus, but we're not really fighting for what's important, or where we actually feel that this is why I'm here. It's not an accident that I'm suddenly just I was born and I became who I am. God has a purpose for you. If you feel anxious, maybe you are not actually living in your purpose. Maybe there is something more.
Yeah, and then this is really something we've been like discovering. Like this is not something we have all figured out, and it's like,
no,
of course,
it's
God
really exciting journey, and there's so much more. There's so much more.
Yeah,
always.
We know, we know that, and we know there's more for us. That God is calling us into more, and we can either like. First of all, well, I just want to read this comment, and I'm going to ask you a question. Jason is saying, I recommend the movie entitled Happy. It's a documentary about people who have experienced trauma or poverty or whatever, and they still find a way to be happy. Excuse me. It will totally change your perspective on getting through tough times. Is that on Netflix? That sounds interesting, man.
I don't know. Jason recommends that, yeah.
And Amber Browning, knowing who God is and therefore who you are gives purpose, gives passions, delivers from oppression and depression. Exactly.
Beautiful.
Exactly. So, what was I going to ask? I had a question for you.
We were talking about purpose, passion, and how we are not here by an accident.
Yeah. So what would be keeping us from going after our God-given purpose? What are like the obstacles?
Usually I would say it's something we don't want to give up because it always takes sacrifice.
Okay. Used to be on Netflix. Thanks, dude. I'll check it out.
And
Take sacrifice.
Sacrifice can be we have a really comfortable job, but we feel God is calling us to something else, or we don't even feel, but we start. You don't necessarily feel it right away, but when you start to dive into something, like start to have prayer sessions, like really searching your passion, and then when you're about to make a decision, if it doesn't feel easy, good. It's not, it won't be.
What do you mean it won't be?
Easy.
Yeah.
Because there's always a sacrifice. Am I ready to sacrifice this thing I'm having? Maybe it's your home, maybe you need to sell your home, give everything away, maybe not. Don't do it if you don't feel led to do that.
No, and there should be like a piece of it. Not that it's like it has to be everything is super
painful and difficult. No,
but not necessarily that everything is just like super easy. Like things can maybe seem more difficult than it is. Like right now we're going through our apartment, like just room by room. We went through our walk-in closet that looks great now, just threw stuff away, organized. So now it's like it's a joy to go in there. And it used to be like, oh, whenever I went in there, it's just like so much stuff. And today I went through a bunch of my like just pants, you know, like how many pants do I really use? And you have these jeans that you actually have, jeans that don't even fit me anymore. It's these things that I was thinking, oh man, it's gonna be tough. Like, you know, you kind of get rid of stuff. Maybe you have memories of wearing certain things, but so it's like seems like it's gonna be a huge sacrifice, but then once I just decided like, I'm gonna get rid of this because I actually followed the Marie Kondo rule of, I don't know if you know Marie Kondo, called Mari. It's a Japanese, like, I don't know what she is, but she's helps people organize.
A religion or something, but she has some good like points.
Yeah, she has just books about like organizing and getting rid of stuff, and so it's like, does this give me joy? And it didn't. So and once I just decided I'm gonna put it aside, it's like, oh, this is not a sacrifice. Like when I know it's a really simple example, but once we get to where we need to be, like the sacrifice won't really seem like a sacrifice because of what you gain. There are certain things I had to sacrifice, going from being single to being married. Like, I can't sit and watch StarCraft for 3-4 hours in, you know, my PJs on a Sunday because my wife's gonna be like, can we do something together? But what I gain is so much better, and I actually, to the point, like, I don't miss doing that, you know, like, and we can do similar things but together instead, which is so much more.
Maybe
and you let me watch StarCraft sometimes, but I'm not as interested anymore. Good to see you too, Gilmar. Okay, we got some comments here. Is sacrifice a choice, not like an option was taken away from you? I would say sacrifice is a choice. Yes, because there's no sacrifice unless you choose to do it. But there are things that happen to you that was not your choice. I wouldn't call it a sacrifice, but it can be like circumstances that
Yeah, I
like
think
suck.
like God sacrificed Jesus, but he could have chosen otherwise.
Yeah. Okay, so Amber has a really good point here, Amber Browning. It may not be easy, but there should be a peace. Exactly. Exactly. There has to be a peace there. Like there's something. Yeah.
Follow peace, but be aware that sometimes there is difference between peace and there is difference between fear.
Yeah.
Fear might be I don't want to give away my apartment. What am I going to do then? I don't know. But after you do what you feel God is calling you to do, you feel enormous peace.
Exactly.
Because it was the right thing to do.
Exactly. What's up, Roger? From Mackinville, Tennessee. If you don't use it in a year, get rid of it. I think that's a good rule. There might be like a few things that maybe you
Unless a Christmas decoration.
Yeah, but you use it in a year.
Yeah, true.
That's within a year. So yeah, that's a good rule of thumb though. Yeah. I was gonna say, may not. What Amber was saying, it may not be easy. There should be. I was thinking like when we give up something, I think a lot of times, let's say you have a really comfortable job and you just don't want to give that up because, and I think a lot of those things that we're unwilling to give things up is actually for like a fear of lack, fear of missing out, or fear that there's going to be lack. It's like, well, I got this awesome job, apartment, house, whatever it is, and I have to hold really tightly to it because, well, God can't be that good. He's going to give me that again. That's even better. So just like a fear of that keeps us stuck a lot of times. And I can like feel those things too. It's not the truth. So I have to remind myself of the truth. And David has a picture of stuff he had, and it doesn't take up a lot of room anymore. Yeah, that's so smart. I know someone else who did that. You just take pictures of things. Just keep them in a folder in your computer. It doesn't take up any room. So that can help you like go too. Are you guys? I'm actually interested in this, like, because I want to minimalize my life. It doesn't mean I want to get rid of everything, but just like to do not have unnecessary things. Like, how have you? Is this something that you have been doing or want to do, or what have you been doing to live more minimalistic? Like not everybody is called to live in a super small minimalistic place necessarily, but I do think that we have a lot of unnecessary stuff we don't need, and is actually just distracting us from what we really need to do. Comments. I would love to, let us know how you have been doing that. If you have been downsizing, how have you been doing that? And what things, like, have you been getting rid of? It doesn't have to be like just physical things, but just things from your life. Is cluttering is a distraction. Comments?
For me? Books. I used to have a lot of books.
Oh.
You
A nice one. Nice ones too.
You have really nice ones. Classics. A lot. I had a library.
You had a library. What made you want to get rid of some of that?
I never read those. I just love to have those. But
you did read them once.
Some of them.
Some of them, yeah.
But it's really, really, they're really heavy when you're moving. And if you're dreaming to be do ministry type of stuff, it's not really practical.
Yeah. Ooh, 8,000 CDs. What? That's crazy, Finn.
What?
Wow. Well, nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
If you like having that. There's nothing wrong with that. I have had my CDs, I don't have many anymore because I've had CDs stolen, like some of my collection being stolen, or I had things disappear when I moved, anyway, so I don't have many CDs anymore. but that's okay. That's okay. Like I don't really use CDs anymore. I don't even have a CD player, so what am I going to do with those?
Yeah, your
personally?
CDs were stolen. That sucks.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sucked at the time. It really sucked. But yeah. Oh man, lost all your vintage Kiss collectibles from the 70s.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's tough. If you're a Kiss fan, you know,
Yeah.
like when you have all these collectibles. So yeah. I would appreciate prayer for this. I have a house full of my grandparents' things, and I have been trying to get through and pass on things for years. Okay, so do you find it hard, Amber, to just get rid of those? And absolutely, we'll pray for you after this. But yeah, what is it that makes it hard for you to get rid of those? Is it, because I know it can be really tough when it comes to, I can just share from my experience, so maybe you as well, like it feels like you're kind of letting go of them. Like if you let go of the things your grandparents, maybe something meant a lot to them. How would you deal with that? Like to get rid of things that are maybe memorabilia, like grandparents, parents.
Well, what was really helpful for me, I actually read it from the tidying book.
Maricondo.
Yeah. I don't know if everybody likes her so much, but she has a few good principles.
What's wrong with her? I'm not so familiar.
I don't know. She takes it really far.
She does?
I don't know if she has a different religion herself.
Well,
I don't know.
Eat the meat, spit out the bones.
Exactly. But she has good philosophy with like that helped me. Like after something is not anymore bringing me joy or being useful, but I feel like I can give this away. It's my mother's. She gave it. I just thank it. Like thank you.
Sorry, Mom.
No, thank you. This thing has served its purpose, and this has served its purpose. It brought me joy. I was so happy when I got it. It was meant to be a gift, but it doesn't mean I have to like store it the rest of my life. The purpose of that thing was to bring me joy then, and now it's
right.
That has helped me a lot.
That's good. So you kind of feel like the season for certain things.
Yeah, clothes, seasons, they have served well, and things like grandparents' tables, if they don't fit in my apartment, they served well. They served them. They served me when I was small and eating there, and now the time is up. They have served their mission, basically. I don't know.
Yeah.
Has that helped you? Do you do that?
Yeah.
Or is it more me who has been doing it?
No. Yes, and you have really helped me with some of these things. I remember when we were, when I was going through my apartment, and I had kind of like put off going through a lot of my stuff, and I even like sorted through my stuff before we were getting married. You know, I had to move from my apartment. I figured like I might as well just not take a bunch of junk with me, you know, into marriage. Come junk free to marriage. So I was talking to you over the phone, and you really helped me. It's like, oh, what should I do with this? Like, oh yeah, and then, you know, because you don't have the same emotional attachment to it. It's like, it served well, you know, like you can give it away to maybe charity or sell it, or sometimes even throw it away. Like if it's just there and not doing any good for years, then it's like seriously. So again, I said I wouldn't say I'd like to live a minimalistic lifestyle, but rather maybe more cluster free.
Yeah.
I have too much use of stuff, I guess. So yeah, that's cool. I find it gets easier and easier the more you do it, and it kind of becomes fun, but it can be hard to get started. I think
starting with the easy stuff, starting with one closet, starting like what is easy? Maybe clothes. I don't know.
Not necessarily. What if you have like a lot of band T-shirts?
True.
Or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's good. Or I think a lot of things, you have this huge pile of things and you don't even know where to start. Like just do a little bit. Like start a little
Every
bit.
day, or
Yeah.
every weekend, or
Maybe last weekend was like, let's do this part, this closet. It didn't even take that long.
no.
So okay, so I remember saying the memories and the feeling that I need to get a good price if I sell. I was raised by them. Okay, she was raised by her grandparents, and yes, I read her book. She's quite extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say to Amber?
Well, I am.
You're better at this than I am. I've learned a lot from you.
It is of course her decision, but I don't know. It's not like how I think about it. The stress and the years that it takes to sort out everything and sell everything. Like I feel like when I've been selling my things on Facebook, it's so much effort that I nowadays only sell maybe the most like easiest and biggest things.
Yeah.
But it was so frustrating to call for so many people. They are coming, maybe they're not coming. They buy something for not so much. They might show up or not. It was very frustrating. It took me days. If I would have like worked those days, I would have made more money. So I just decided like, yeah, God bless whoever got these, and I drove them to a charity company who sells them. My stuff.
Yeah, okay, so she's responding here. Yes, that line of thinking is helpful. It is hard fighting the feeling that I'm being stolen from somehow.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Like stolen from.
Yeah.
There's that feeling like, yeah. Like, well, do you mean that you are being stolen from by keeping them, the things, or by giving it away? Because actually, I don't want to assume here. Yeah, and David had to rescue a bunch of stuff here. Some of the dates to the late 1800s to rescue old family photo from divorce.
Oh no! Yeah.
So yeah, there can be things that are like hard to let go of, you know. But I guess there comes a point for everything when something needs to go. Like because I guess the option is either. Unless we constantly get like a bigger house. Not saying that's a good option, but if we have a certain space and it's like a good amount, if we buy new things, I know someone I know who said like, well, for every new thing you buy, you have to throw something away because otherwise you're gonna end up with too much stuff.
Yeah, well, what I did myself, I have decided myself that I'm not attached to stuff. That I want to keep my heart so unattached to stuff that even everything I have, everything I own would burn. I would lose it. I'm not going to even blink my eye.
It happens to people.
It happens to people. I know it's awful and it's okay to like some stuff, but I kind of don't want to be the one who can't follow God or can't follow my purpose, or I stress over something like stuff. It's just stuff. Yeah. I know it's not that easy as it sounds, or I'm not cold-hearted when I'm saying this. I don't mean it. But I'm just
but you can be firm.
This helped me that I don't care. I don't say that maybe my mom would like that. Oh, you gave that away. You could have sold it. You should have sold it. Whatever. It's not worth of the stress and hassle.
Yeah, I'm just learning that more and more, and I'm actually really went through part of my closet today. Like I told you, it feels so much better. I feel like excited, and I can't wait to do more. And then, because like David's saying, bigger house means room for more stuff, and the cycle continues.
And I think
it's a short-term option, like Gunnar says.
Sorry. One thing, also one kind of like we were thinking is that if I give things away or sell them really cheaply, I bless other people. If I give away.
Yeah.
I bless other people.
And this goes into what Amber's saying. Giving away is the hard thing. That feels like, it has so much value, and it's like you're being robbed by something. Like maybe like doing a bad business deal. But but she says she's being stolen from because there's so much stuff that I feel like I can't have people over. It's much easier now, but I go through phases. Yeah, that's a good point. Like if it's like so much stuff that it feels difficult to have people over. So what do you say about that? Like, not bigger house, I know. If it's tough to like that feeling of like I'm giving something away and maybe someone bought this for a lot of money and now all of a sudden it doesn't have the same value anymore. What would you do with that?
Well, how I think it's stuff. If somebody buys something and it was valuable for them, well, great for them. But it doesn't matter how much it costs. If doesn't fit for my life, my apartment, I can't have it. I'm not going to sacrifice my peace and happiness because of someone's stuff. Because I don't know if you feel the same, but more clean and tidy and organized my home is, clearer my mind is.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel way more depressed in a messy, full apartment than tidy. Yeah, tidy apartment where I can breathe and really.
And they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Like when we feel good, we tend to keep things more neat, and then when we start not feeling good, things fall apart. So it can actually also help that well-being feeling. And I guess it comes to a point where you're like, okay, what's more important? Being attached to things or having peace, which is the most valuable? It's a good question to ask, actually. And like Finn is saying, we don't need a thing in heaven. Amen to that. Can't take anything with us anyway. So something that's super valuable for me might mean nothing to another person.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay. Like I actually made like, cause you might have some memorabilia. So I made like, was it 1 or 2 boxes where I just picked some things that I want to keep maybe as memories.
Childhood toys.
Yeah, and I threw away a lot of things. Yeah, maybe something like just stupid things, but it's just like 1 or maybe it's 2 boxes, and maybe in a few years I'll even get rid of some of those things. Amber comments here, I'm remembering the drawing of Jesus asking the little girl to give up her teddy bear, but she won't. Jesus has a bigger, nicer teddy bear behind his back waiting to give it to her. I need to remember this.
Beautiful.
Yeah, have you seen that picture?
I have seen it. It's really beautiful.
Yeah. Those who die with the most toys still dies. Yeah. Tidy would be much nicer and peaceful. Yeah. And I think I think you gave a good advice there. Like start with the easy stuff. And if you have this huge mountain and it's so much stuff that this is going to take weeks, months, or however, like just like decide on one thing that you're going to accomplish. Maybe just do that for an hour or something. Start there and then like keep adding. And it gets easier and easier, and it's really freeing. So
crazy for me has been that I have many boxes downstairs in our garage. Stuff.
In our we have like
and I do not miss that stuff. I do not remember what's there.
You don't even know what's there?
No, I don't know. Okay, I know my paints are there and I would love to paint. That I have been missing, but not anything else. So
it says something, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've thought about a tornado taking it all. Would just solve all the problems. You know what's very funny? It's like this wasn't a tornado, but
that's
when
so
I
funny.
Actually I had a bunch of stuff stored at a friend's place, and through some misunderstandings, like that stuff, a lot of stuff that I had in my apartment in Stockholm just got thrown away.
In trash.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, and some of it was worth money. Some of it wasn't.
Your CDs that you were talking about.
CDs and some other things, but somehow, like it was like my friend was really sorry for it, but I was like, dude, I actually think it gave me, you did a favor for me. Like I actually felt relieved with all that stuff. First I was a bit sad, but then I was like relieved that stuff got thrown away, because I maybe couldn't have done that myself, but once the stuff was gone, like I didn't miss it. I hadn't seen it for years because I lived away. So So yeah, throw a going away party for your stuff. Yeah, you can do that. That's a good idea. I love that.
Idea.
And Amber is saying, yes, I needed this pep talk today. Glad I saw you all live today. Thank you, everyone.
Cool.
I'm so glad we talked about this. This is something that's very much
on our hearts.
On our hearts right now.
We've been talking about it a lot together.
Yeah, just to be like clutter-free so that when God tells you go, you are ready.
And not like having...
I just need to go through all my stuff. You've already done that. So you can just like, it's easier. And you know what you have and all those things. So thank you so much for joining. Too much stuff takes up time. I'm just going to read this before we leave. Too much stuff takes up time that can be spent with Jesus or in loving people like Jesus taught us exactly. Amber's liking the idea too. Yeah, maybe they can help you, that party, to throw away that stuff. You just like give it, okay, take this and throw it away. I'm not even going to look at it. Maybe that helps. So, yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks.
We enjoyed it. Thanks for all your comments. And loved hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
Hope you have a lovely rest of your Thursday, wherever you're at. And a great weekend. We'll see you guys. See you guys next week.